One of the topics of discussion that I've seen come up for many, many years in the Dragon Ball fandom in several different languages and cultures has been the question of whether or not Goku is a bad father. It's been going on forever, but one question that I don't think gets brought up enough, which I think now should be brought up after the event of Dragon Ball Super, is Goku a bad husband? That, to me, is the more intriguing question out of the two, and one that's been discussed a little bit less than others. And on this video, we're talking about it.
Hey guys, this is Goku. Donate some of your energy and Dragon Punch that subscribe button, and follow Geekdom 101 on the social media platforms.
So is Goku a bad husband? That's been the question that's been coming up lately. Recently in Dragon Ball Super, we found out that Goku never kissed his wife, which was very, very strange. We also have seen Super and seen Goku just run off and leave his wife behind. And I suppose the best way to answer this question is by asking another question, and that is, what makes a good husband? But of course, everybody's answer to that question is going to be a little bit different. But joining me to discuss this, because I don't have a husband, and actually neither does she, but she's probably going to have one sooner than I will. Please welcome, formerly Canadian gamer girl. She's back on the channel. She has rebranded herself. She's changed her names more times than Bonnie and Clyde. Please or is it Bonnie? I don't know. Please welcome Amber from Amber's Playhouse.
Hey guys, thanks for having me, Danny.
Well, it's been a while though. You have not been here in like what, 8 months?
Yeah, I think the last thing we did was a Q&A.
8 months without you is far too long. Way too long. But I have you here to discuss this question. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, I definitely want to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. And no, it doesn't matter what your gender is, if you're male or female. I still want to hear what you think. And I know a lot of you guys out there are probably not married. In fact, I would say the vast majority of you probably are, because some of you guys shouldn't even be married, to be honest. But no, Amber, I'm using you here, and it's right, I said I'm using you.
Okay.
I want to know, okay, if you were married to Goku, and this is only one person's opinion, Amber's, everybody else's might be different. Yeah. Would you consider him a bad husband? And before you answer, I just want to say that really the big question here is, Goku is a hero. Goku is, he definitely loves his loved ones, but he can be selfish sometimes. Goku being a bad father is up for debate. There are times when he can be a horrible father and times when he's not. He's almost never around for selfish reasons. He wants to train. He never kisses his wife. Is Goku a bad husband?
Okay, I go back and forth on this. I am so on the fence. You guys know I love Goku. Not as much as Vegeta, but I love Goku. But honestly, yeah, I think Goku is a horrible husband. I'm sorry I said it, but coming from a woman's perspective, or I should say from my perspective, because like you said, everyone's opinion is different. But in my opinion, Goku's a friggin' deadbeat husband. Is there such thing as a deadbeat husband? I guess so. There's a deadbeat father, but I guess it's considered. There's so many factors. I love you, Goku man, but you're a fucking idiot.
Okay. I mean, but the thing is, there are some benefits to Goku being, one of the strongest fighters ever. He will be there to protect them, but it's also one of those things where, okay, the guy's just... And it's hard to talk about this because we're talking about fictional characters in a fantasy world filled with dinosaurs and time machines. We don't have that, unfortunately. Yeah. Right? But we have to do our best. I mean, the only way to have this discussion is to actually compare Goku to a real-life person. He's never really home that much. But the thing is, in Goku's defense, though, and this is something that we should bring up, we don't see, because of Toriyama's writing, we don't actually see Goku and Chi-Chi in their downtime. There's a little bit of slice of life stuff here and there in Dragon Ball, but we really don't see them having intimate times. And for all we know, Goku might, Chi-Chi might stick with Goku because of those intimate times. We don't know. I mean, that's the thing. There is a big mystery there. We don't know if they do like stuff together, if they hang out, but what we do know is that he far too often just leaves his family. He doesn't even have a job. He had to use money he got from Mr. Satan to help, give it to his wife and things like that. So let me ask you then, okay, what do you think qualifies as a good husband? And what do you think what are some of Goku's good qualities as a husband versus what you think that he should do as what would you do if you were counseling Goku on how to be a better husband? What would you say to this guy?
Well, first off, get a job, you lazy fuck. No, honestly, I think having a career is one of the most important things in a relationship because, look, say you're married and you're the only one working, that's fine. If you're a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home dad, there's nothing wrong with that. But it can start to be a little frustrating down the road, depending on how long you're married for. If it's the first couple of years, you might get away with it. But I feel like after, 5, 10, whatever, 15 years, 20, if you even get to that, if you're the only one bringing in the income to the household, it starts to get very stressful. And I feel like that's where you start to get the real tension in the marriage, right? Because one person's feeling like, well, I'm going out working 9 to 5 or 9 to 7, whatever, and you're just being at home doing fuck all, and all the pressure's on me. I have to pay the bills, I have to buy the groceries, I basically have to take care of the whole household, and you're doing nothing.
That's certainly a big problem in a lot of marriages, Amber. I mean, it happens frequently. The thing is, what I find most mind-boggling is the fact that Goku's best friend, or his oldest friend, is the family of the richest people on Earth. I don't understand why Goku and Chi-Chi would have money problems if they're so close to Bulma. Okay, look, this kind of irritates me. Bulma and the Briefs family is pretty much the richest family in the world. And the second richest, you could argue, is Mr. Satan. And Goku's oldest son is married to Mr. Satan's daughter. Why the fuck are Goku's family having money problems? I don't really understand this, Amber. I don't get it. You should not have money problems.
That's my thing too, right? Like, if they're running into struggles, why doesn't Goku say, oh, hey, Bulma, we're running into hard times, we can't buy groceries, or, the house is ruined, we can't fix the chimney or whatever, and say, could you spot me a few dollars or whatever, or same with Gohan, right? Like, why can't Chi-Chi go to Gohan and be like, can you please help and take care of your mother because your father's not fucking doing anything? You know what I mean?
I mean, why do they even have to worry about work, though? That's the thing. It's like, I respect Goku for going out fishing and getting all the food and things like that. I respect that about him because, you should do that. And I respect Chi-Chi for what she does around the house. I mean, she is... Obviously, times have changed, but the Dragon Ball story is kind of old school in that you've got, like, the woman in the house and the man going out. Yeah. Obviously, nowadays, things are different, but back then, or at least when the story's being written in that world, that's what it is. Why do you think... And you might do a video about this, but I want to just get your initial thoughts. Why do you think Chi-Chi sticks with this guy? Is it because, she has no reason to leave him? Because she really has no reason to leave him. He's never really been unfaithful to her. He's always been loyal to her. He leaves once in a while, but he certainly did raise their kid. They did raise a pretty good kid. I mean, Gohan's a strong guy, and he's really smart. There are good points, I think, to Goku as a husband. I really do.
I think the main factor is she doesn't want to be alone. To me, at this point in her life, she's supposed to be 50 or 60? I can't remember her exact age. To me, it's like she kind of contemplates, well, if I leave him, I'm kind of old now, so the chances of me finding a second husband are probably like slim to nothing. So I might as well just stick it out with him until I die. Like, that's how I feel like her mentality is, you know what I mean?
But do you think that she loves him? I mean, that's the thing. I mean, she certainly acts like she does. She's always like, Goku-sa. She gets emotional. Like, Goku has this weird ability to be so charming that everybody loves him. I mean, do you think that that's what's keeping them together, is that really strong bond of them being married?
Oh, yeah. I don't doubt that she still loves him. Because, like you said, there are various signs that she does still care for him. At the big tournament there, the Universe 6 tournament, she leaped off the friggin' ledge and ran over to him when she thought he was almost dead, you know what I mean? So I definitely think there is a lot of love there. I just think the main thing is, I don't know, maybe it's her personality, like maybe I'm seeing through things, but it just seems like she's at this point in her life where, yeah, she does care for him, but at the same time, she doesn't want to leave him because she fears being alone. Like, she's a strong woman, you know that, but... Do
you really believe that she fears being alone? Like, do you think that's... Are you saying you've gathered that from what the series has told you? Like, that what you think?
Well, not only just the series, but I guess I take it from being a woman myself. Like, I personally, the greatest fear I have is dying alone.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people have that fear.
And I'm sure a lot of people, even men, have that fear. They don't want to be by themselves when the end comes. So I feel like even though she's a strong woman, she used to be a fighter... I really wish she would come back and kick some ass, but that'll probably never happen.
I agree.
I definitely think deep down there is a part of her that is like, I've been with Goku since I was, how old is she in Dragon Ball? Like,
what? Well, it depends on what part of the series we're talking about. When they first met,
when they first got married, she was probably like 16, right?
I think she was around 16, 17, 18. I don't remember exactly, but right around there. Yeah, which is young, but it's Japan. So
yeah. But you know what I mean? Like, she's been with him practically her whole entire adult life. So, she's like, well, I've been with him for so long. He knows me. I know him. Like, I just don't really want to take the time to get to know somebody again when, potentially I could die in the next 5 years.
That's part of it. I do think that maybe that might be part of it. I'm not really sure. It didn't really pop in my head that could be the case. All right, so Goku by the logic of the real world would be a bad father, whereas you think that by the Dragon... What do you think by the Dragon Ball standards of what a bad husband, I mean. By the Dragon Ball standards, do you think he's a bad husband? Like, okay, if you were married to a guy and you knew that he had to train, you knew he was an alien, you knew that he was obsessed with fighting, you knew the Earth was always in danger, would you understand that and be like, you know what? I'm going to let him do him. Protect us all.
See, this one's a tough one.
You're so selfish, yo. You're not going to let Goku save the world because you want them all to yourself?
See, I've had this discussion with lots of people. I understand, like, don't get me wrong. I understand that he has to go off and do what he does. But at the same time, and this is, again, coming from a woman's perspective, she must be so goddamn lonely. And I don't understand why she puts up with it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a strong woman, and, maybe some people think I'm a bitch, but I feel like one day it would come down to it that if I was, say Goku was my husband, and I'm standing face to face with him, and I say, either you stay here with me, or if you go out that door, we're fucking finished. And he decides, well, fuck you, bitch, I'm leaving, because I'd rather save the world than be with you. What does that say about her? Like, what does that say about me? Am I that horrible of a person, or is Chi-Chi that horrible of a person that he would choose to just say fuck you and leave and not stay with her?
Well, I think it's just that he's an idiot. I don't think it has to do with her being a bad person. He's just an idiot. I mean, that's what it is. Remember, the thing is, folks, about Goku is that we can't judge Goku as far as a regular man goes because Goku's obsessed with fighting and he's kind of an idiot. So I think if you remember how Goku really is and the things he's obsessed with, yes, he might be a bad husband, but really, who wouldn't want to be married to him? Like, that's one of those things where, like, who wouldn't want to be married to this guy? And he might be a bad husband, but I mean, damn, at least you know that you're safe. Except, of course, if some random green guy shows up and takes your body. But I hope that never happens to me, Amber.
Yeah, you'd be pretty fucked.
I know a bunch of folks that want my body, so and I got the text to prove it. Anyways, everybody.
I swear I'm not on that list, guys. I swear to God.
No, you're right. You've never sent me a text of that. But all right, everybody, check out Amber's Playhouse. Anime, manga, not manga. Well, sometimes anime, movies, and video games, and vlogs, and all kinds of whatever the hell. You pretty much upload whatever the hell you want, pretty much.
Yeah, unboxings, reviews. I've started doing like mini reviews.
There's always surprises over there on Amber's Playhouse.
Just whatever comes to mind. Just whatever flows is what I upload. Ooh, that kind of rhymed.
That did rhyme, yes. Go check her out, guys. And, of course, I'm going to have a poll here in the video and the annotations. Not the cards. I'm going to have a poll in the cards here so you guys can vote. Is Goku a bad husband? Yes or no? Thanks for watching. I'll talk to y'all later.
Bye.